Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Drusilla Shay, if you don't know already. When it comes to today's video, honestly, I just want to jump right into it. Over the course of me growing my social media platforms, which of course I'm always going to be growing or aiming to grow, I realized so many sketchy and scammy companies reaching out to me. A lot of you guys may know how to spot or peep a scam. Some of you may not. And the reason why I'm deciding to make this video is because I realized that the main target of these scams are small influencers, and it's very strategic. The reason why these fake brands and companies feel like they can scam smaller influencers is because of the simple fact that we are hungry, okay? We are hungry for brand opportunities. We're hungry for collaborations. The first collab I ever got, I was so excited. I was like, oh my goodness, a brand wants to partner with me. Like, it makes you so eager to just jump into that opportunity that sometimes you don't read the fine print. You don't look for, false alarms. You don't look for red flags. And so it's very, very easy to fall into scams and deception when you don't know what to look for. So for all my fellow small influencers out there, I know we are waiting for the next opportunity. A lot of the times we are jumping right into it. But before you do, please take a second to look for these red flags and make sure that this opportunity is legit and it's coming from somewhere that is real. I don't want you guys to fall into any of these scams yourself. I've already fallen into one. I don't plan on that ever happening again. The first thing to never fall into are any comments that are left under your Instagram pictures saying, we saw your profile, we would love to work with you, DM us. Or we saw your profile, we would love to work from you. Click the link in our bio. If a brand truly and genuinely wants to work with you, they will not comment publicly under your image and tell you that they want to work with you, so you need to hit them up. If you want to work with someone, you reach out to them directly. You don't tell them to reach out to you. That's backward. A lot of these scammy, sketchy brands and accounts out there, they do that. They leave a widespread amount of comments under thousands of Instagram pages. They just look like bots. But if they're ever telling you, we want to work with you, you should hit us up, that should be a red flag. The next thing to look out for is if you ever receive an email from a brand, you should immediately look at where the email is coming from. If someone is hitting you up from Vogue and it says something like bob@voguee.com, then you know there's already a problem there, okay? Because the spelling of Vogue is incorrect. There can literally just be one letter that is, missing in the, brand's email address, or one letter added, and it seems like it's the same, right? But if you're not carefully looking, you'll fall into that trap. Is it sketchy? Is it unprofessional? You have to look at these things. It's very, very important. Is the brand name in the email? Is this a legit name? If there's anything a little bit unprofessional or a little bit weird about the email address itself, just have your antennas up. Look to see if this email is directly addressed to you. Are they saying, Dear Drusilla Shay, hi Drusilla Shay? Or are they saying,
hello, hi, good morning?
The reason why it's important to see if the email's directly addressed to you is because generally when these emails are generic, most times these emails are being used to be sent to several other people. Now, if a big brand wants to work with someone, they will usually say hello and then the name of the person. It will usually be very direct, so you know that they're really trying to work with you personally. And I'm not saying that every single brand that sends you a generic email is fake. I'm just saying that a lot of these scammy people do not even know your name. They sometimes will even say, we've looked at your social media. We love, your reviews. And it's just like, okay, what reviews exactly do you like? Be more personal or personalized. If you can't get personalized and you're telling me about my own channel, then I know that it's not authentic. There have been brands that reached out to me and told me, we see that you have this amount of subscribers. when I did not have that many subscribers. You guys can't reach out to me about my own social media and not have that information correct. So there are just certain things to look out for. Like, is it personalized? Are they just saying, we love your style and keeping it really, really general? Or are they really writing to you in a way where you know that they've actually done their homework, you know that they've actually looked through all your content? If not, just be aware that this may be an email that was sent to several other people. You know what? Before moving to the next point, you happen to still be in this video, you might as well hit that red subscribe button while you're at it and turn on your bell notifications so that when I post, you will always be up to date. Okay guys, on to the next point. So another big thing to look out for is any spelling or any grammatical errors. I cannot tell you how many of these scammy brands have reached out to me and they have like words missing. They have like 4-line gaps in between sentences. It's like, did you guys spell check? Clearly not. And I'm not saying that real brands don't make mistakes, but chances are they won't make a lot. A lot of these fake brands that I get all up in my inbox, trust me, they're making big errors. They're missing 1 or 2 words where I have to try to piece together what they're saying, spelling things really off, and I can see what they're trying to spell, but it's like they're spelling it the way they're saying it. Some words are one font in one paragraph, and then in another paragraph it's another font, or further down in the email it's another font or another size. This is a big red flag. They've copied and pasted certain things and they haven't put everything in the same format. If a brand is reaching out to you and telling you, we want to work with you, we'll give you a discount so that when you buy our stuff, you can promote our stuff, that's not right. If a brand wants to reach out to you to promote their things, you shouldn't have to buy their things. You're pretty much telling me you want to work with me, but you want me to buy your things and also promote your things. So at the end of the day, what benefit is it to me? Especially if you're not like a really, really big known brand. What even makes you think that I have the money to buy your things, even if it's at a discounted rate? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really wanted me to promote your things, you don't tell me to buy your things, but you're gonna pretty much do me the favor of giving me the discount. That's not how this works. If a brand really, really wants you to promote their things, most likely they're going to send it to you for free. They're going to provide you with their products so that you can sell it. It's a give and take. They give it to you and then you give them back, you know, content. Also, if a brand reaches out to you and they, you know, have some type of ambassadorship program, please read through it carefully and read through it with a really, really uneager eye. Now, the reason why I said uneager is because sometimes they're so eager that everything sounds good, but some things are too good to be true. There was a brand that reached out to me, and because I knew this knowledge, I knew that, you know, this was just too good to be true. They pretty much reached out to me as some like New York fashion brand. They said that the ambassadorship program, all that entailed was me buying their product at a discounted rate, posting it on social media, and I would have all this access to, you know, their networks and all these other social media influencers and these New York Fashion Week shows, and I would get all these discounts. And I'm like, you're gonna give me all this just for me posting one photo? Let's get this clear. I don't have that many followers and subscribers for you to give me that much over one photo, okay? We're not talking about, you know, you reaching out to a celebrity that has millions of followers. And it's also odd that for an ambassadorship program, there's only a one-off thing. I only have one responsibility for a whole program. Usually that's a red flag. And I was correct, because when I looked into this brand and I dug and I found out that this thing was a fake brand and it was a scam, and a lot of people were falling into it. They're legit brands that are gonna wanna work with you, but don't be so quick to jump into it. Read the details, do your research. If you're not familiar with that brand especially, do your research. I cannot stress that enough, and that's my next point. If you are unfamiliar with a brand, that's all the more reason to look them up. Don't only look them up on Instagram. Look them up on Google, look them up on Facebook, look them up on YouTube. Chances are, if they're a scam, there was probably another influencer that peeped game or fell into that scam and did a video about it. Do not be fooled by a follower count. Sometimes brands buy followers to appear like they have that kind of big audience and that reach. But you go and look at their pictures and go and look at their likes. Go and look at their engagement. This brand also had a fair amount of likes. So it seemed as if it was a good ratio and it made sense. Brands can buy likes, but then you also got to look at the comments. I realized that pictures that I was looking through, now you can't only look through, you know, the most recent photos. You gotta scroll and you gotta really read through. Just skim and see what kind of engagement are they getting. I saw a whole bunch of generic comments.
Cool, nice, great, can't wait for more.
If this is a real fashion brand, why are they getting a majority of just fake bot comments? Anytime I did find a real person commenting, they said something along the lines of, I hit you up in the DMs, please respond back. I emailed you, please respond back. It was always people looking to get a response from the brand. So it already even gave me the impression that this brand does not communicate very well. That's not a good thing. There are a lot of big brands that have a lot of bot-like comments, but at the same time, they also have a lot of real comments and they come from real people. And if you're ever really that skeptical, you can hit up one of those people that appear to be real and appear to not be a bot and ask them, like, what's really going on with this brand? Did you have a good experience with this brand? And see what they say. But please do not just take it as they have a lot of followers, they have a lot of likes, they seem to have a lot of comments. Trust me, all those things can be bought nowadays. Brands are buying these things, especially scammy brands, because they want to give off the appearance that they have good engagement and that they have a big following. So do not be fooled by the numbers. Last but not least, guys, something that is really tricky when it comes to ambassadorship programs is that a lot of these scammy companies will, you know, give you all the works and say you're going to get all these perks. But some of them are going to put a really tight timeline to it, such as you have the next 48 hours to respond to this email, or you can only take advantage of this for today. If you really want to work with me, why are you limiting it to today? And why are you writing me on Christmas Day about this ambassadorship program? And why are you telling me that I have literally 1 or 2 days to get back to you? Now, I'm not saying that I shouldn't respond in a timely manner, but when you start putting tight timelines like that, it's pretty much a sales tactic to get you to respond quick, to get you to jump into this opportunity quick. It's one thing to say, you know, we would really appreciate a timely response as we're on a tight deadline with this, versus you only have 24 hours or 48 hours to take advantage of this. That's different. You see, the first one was more professional and it made me aware of the fact that I don't have much time to respond, but I'm being respectfully asked to give a timely response. The other response was more of like a, this is your loss if you don't do this right now. It really puts that kind of pressure on you to make a split-second decision. But these scams want you to make that split-second decision, especially if they're realizing that YouTubers are starting to look more and more into opportunities and how legit they are. They just want you to act quick. It is not worth it, trust me. So guys, these are all the red flags that I can really think of. If I think of any more, I will definitely write them down in the description box below. It's really, really important as we are building up in our careers to be careful and to be mindful of these things that are out there. And we don't necessarily always have a PR specialist or a manager or whatever who can look through all this fine print or look through these emails for us. So we have to be very, very careful. So guys, I hope that this video was very helpful for you. If you thought that it was, please do give it a thumbs up. If you have ever fallen to a scam or you know some red flags to look out for, please do leave it down in the comments box below so that we can all learn from it. Do not forget to
subscribe.
Turn on your bell notifications so that my next upload you will be updated. Also, do not forget that I have a blog, so be sure to check that out, drusillashay.com, and subscribe there. And follow me on the Grammy at Drusilla Shay. I will see you guys later. Bye.